guys, welcome once again to Think Tank TV and thank you so much for joining me. Now, did you know that today, 30th of May, marks exactly 57 years Chukwuemeka Odumegbo Ojukwu declared the sovereignty of Biafra that caused the war that lasted between the Nigerian army and the Biafra army for 3 years. Yes, you heard me right. On the 30th of May 1967, Chukwuemeka Odumegbo Ojukwu declared the sovereignty of Biafra that caused the war to last between the Nigerian army and the Biafra army for 3 years. But something remarkable happened just a few hours ago. All the way from Finland, Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of the indigenous people of Biafra, was arraigned in a Finnish court just a few hours ago. And obviously, we all know the premise of the arraignment, which is charges by the Nigerian government that he has sponsored terrorism, tax fraud, and importation of arms into Nigeria. Now, the matter has been actually very contentious because the lawyers of Simon Ekpa are arguing that how possible is it for a person to be miles away, thousands of miles away from Nigeria and still go ahead to sponsor terrorism that has led to the RIP of many Nigerians. The issue has actually been in court, like you can see Simon Ekpa and his lawyers in the early hours of today. Yes, Simon Ekpa's lawyers did their best to define Simon Ekpa, but the Nigerian government is insisting that Simon Ekpa should be extradited back to Nigeria and demanding that Simon Ekpa should be imprisoned for 6 whooping years. Now, while all this was happening, unlike previously, the southeastern part of Nigeria was very calm. We all know that records has it that many years ago, 30th of May like this, there used to be a lot of violence. But this time around, the streets of southeastern part of Nigeria was actually very scanty, as we had just few tricycles and few people moving around doing their businesses, as most other shops were shut down. Yes, the Igbo boys also took advantage to have a makeshift field where football was played in the streets of most of the southeastern states. And while all that was still happening, we had a lot of solidarity march in foreign nations like Ireland, Israel, Japan, United Kingdom, United States. Like you can see supporters of Biafra on the streets, hanging the flags of Biafra and singing solidarity songs peacefully and chanting that Biafra must actually hold. I'd like you to sit back and take a look at what happened in these foreign nations that has sparked reactions on the internet. But please, do well to share this video to those you think want to see it, as I'll be coming back to give you my own deep analysis about it. Take a look for yourself.
Look at Japan. There is no mineral resources here. All you can see is brain resources. Look at beauty. This is Japan. Everything is working accordingly. They don't need nobody to come here. Everything is working here. Look at flyover. This is flyover. Japan does not have mineral resources.
Tata 30th of May, Tata Remembrance Day of our foreign heroes. Tata Kana as a Biafran Day. When you go to Rome, you behave like a Rome. All this side of pattern of this Christianity, say na Fabu in the Biafran, see well on Kamalufa. The water goes so if you get a flower, again a fair question in Ako, and get down the metata. So in a fun and water movement. Even not Tata Boyek preach. Make it see if you know movement. So I can say no. Oh yeah, here na boy have Bujuku. He came Banewi. Oh yeah, Bujuku. If you are you Kuyalia. But come on, you Kuyalia. On a Casona, on a Kataka, the Ramwa, or Choir. So ever I not that up and I had breathing. Come on, somebody new updates. What I go, I will also
in remembrance of over 5 million died during Biafra Nigerian genocide.
See it yourself. Now, something has always crossed my mind whenever I see the enthusiasm of the Nigerian government to ensure that Simon Ekpa is extradited. For the records, I can never and we will never support terrorism. But I just wish that the same enthusiasm they are using to go after those who are decent, who are speaking truth to power against the Nigerian government here in Nigeria and in the diaspora, they can use it to bring about policies that will be valuable to the lives of Nigeria. Like I've always said, and I will continue to say it, that as much as the Nigerian government continues to do their best to use what we call intimidation, government machinery, state and non-state actors, delay tactics to intimidate a struggle, there is something you must understand. As much as I am not a Biafran, I must be here to do well to speak truth to power. You must understand that whenever there is a struggle in the minds of people, like a wise man once said, regardless of how equipped or powerful any military is, they never and they will never eradicate what we call poverty, hunger and ignorance, which are the root causes of most of the illiteracies and issues we have in different nations. Yes, like I was discussing with somebody earlier today, I said that, recall that during the time we had one of the best presidents of Nigeria in person of Yaradua, may so rest in peace. The truth is that when there was a crisis in the Niger Delta axis of Nigeria, Yaradua had all the military minds, he had all the finances, he had all the strategies, he had all the ability, he had all the degrees in his hand to declare whatever he wanted on the Niger Delta militant. But guess what? He chose to use what we call a negotiation strategy called win-win. He went ahead to introduce what we call amnesty in Nigeria. And I stand to be corrected. Amnesty has brought about relative peace in Nigeria, especially the Niger Delta axis of Nigeria. They went ahead to bring up what we call Niger Delta Development Commission that has brought about some calmness in the Niger Delta axis of Nigeria. And that is when you see a person who has diplomacy leading the nation. And this is what is expected of the Nigerian government. As much as you have all the ability and access to military mind, finances, delay strategies, and all, that can never bring about lasting solution in any nation that wants peace. The best Nigerian government must do their best to negotiate with the people. When people come out and say that, we're not happy with the way you're treating us, we're not happy with the way you're marginalizing us, we're not happy with the way things are unfolding in the country, the best you can do, if truly you're practicing what is called democracy, is to sit them down and say, what exactly is the problem? Because of course, I was taught in school, I stand to be corrected if there's a different definition, that democracy is actually supposed to be a government of the people, for the people and by the people. And if the people that actually owns democracy comes out and say they are unhappy with the way you're running things, the onus is laid on you to listen to them and ensure that their grievances are solved, rather than using delay tactics, intimidation, government minds, government military agencies and all that to intimidate them. That can never bring about lasting peace in the nation where you want peace. Take a look at what is happening in the Sahel states like Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso and all these nations that are blotted out of ECOWAS. You have seen it for yourself that there is a relative development in those nations. As much as we do not support anybody or estimate democratically elected government, the truth is that there has been a lot of applaud for the developmental strides in the likes of Mali and Burkina Faso, where we have Ibrahim Torres showing that he actually has the people at heart. And what Nigerians are asking for is not even necessarily too much. Give us the basic amenities. Create a conducive environment for us. I don't think that is too much to ask. Please, whenever I will bring up such insightful information like this, the onus is laid on you to do your best and also share this video. Touch the like button. It doesn't cost anything. The reason why I want you to do that is when you touch the like button and this video is recommended by YouTube, what happens? In their nooks and crannies, in their toilets, in their bathrooms, in their lounges, they will see this video and understand that this is the cry of Nigerians. And perhaps one day they will be able to be lenient enough to bring about the people the dividend of democracy. Please also do want to drop your own thoughts in the comment section. Let's get to know what you think about the 30th May that marks the exactly 57 years Biafra independence was declared. And we shall continually be here to serve you. Many thanks indeed to all our viewers and returning subscribers. We truly don't take it lightly. My name again is Moses and this is Think Tank TV. See you on our next video. Bye for now.